Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries once again. Hope you're well, as always. So let's just cut to the chase for the sake of brevity. I know I keep you guys on here too long usually, and so let's just go to what was promoted as usual. Preview, yeah, not the teaser. Watch the teasers. Um, so the topic was gay cruising in Griffith Park. Okay, so let me put that into a little bit of context. Griffith Park, please Google that. I can't get into, like the history of Griffith Park. It's got the Griffith Observatory there, famous, Rebel Without a Cause. That's a huge tourist attraction. And then all the other stuff, stables, and it's very, very famous going back to everywhere. So was at not anymore and not for some time. I'm talking the 1980s again. It was at one point a very cruisy area. Now, of course, we all know what cruisy is. It's this sort of like compulsive activity of hooking up, but in very, sort of ironic locations, I guess, sometimes. We're going to discuss cruising in Griffith Park, both the straight cruising and the gay cruising. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, yes, no. I mean, half of it was straight cruising, the other half was gay cruising. So, like Sexaholics Anonymous is exclusively straight, right? Versus Sexual Compulsives Anonymous, which is gay. So, yeah, cruising, just like other things, works both ways. So let's start with the gay cruising. Then we'll get to the straight cruising. Well, it's a specific route. It was a specific route that this entire cruising went on. It started in the north, goes to the top of Griffith Park, and branches out. From that, you get that side, which is a certain kind of cruising, and you get the left side, which is a certain kind of cruising. Except the left side is windy, longer windy, because you're going over, just like you would going right. You're hanging a really wide left. But the road going up on the gay side was by Warner Brothers. The road going up from the south side would have been from Los Feliz, from the Hollywood Hills area side. So Valley side, Hollywood Hills side, coming up to the top, and then those were the entrances. And these were very, very windy roads. They have since long been closed down, shut down as fire. They put fire gates up because they knew. Believe me, there were rangers. This was no secret to anybody for decades. Like if you go back to Pershing Square, that was, we're talking my 40s and beyond. But Griffith Park is and was a very, very cruisy area, straight and gay. So on the gay side, we had a different thing going down than on the south side, the straight side. Because it starts at Warner, but ours was kind of a very pleasant, more pleasant side of the hill of Griffith Park. Just imagine a mountain, a hill, going down to two sides of town. On the gay side, which was a longer, windier to the left part, we have the zoo, the LA Zoo. We had a stunning golf course. We had beautiful horse stables by the dozen. We had picnic areas and so forth. However, on the straight side, they did have Griffith Observatory, and tundra, pretty much. What else did they have? More tundra. So it was very barren. on that side, except for the Griffith Observatory, which was in its surrounding area also very straight and cruisy, going down to that Los Feliz Hollywood Hills part. So on the gay part, it was very, very, very heavy traffic at all times virtually, particularly on the weekends. I'll give you an example. And I won't say like, oh, there was a water tower area where everyone hung out. No, these were windy roads with clusters of cars in areas up to no good. These were, what the irony of this was, we also had like Train Town, like your local Stables Rentals. We had another not attraction, but these little things in and around the beginning on the valley side to go up, to the point where if you were a local and you like to rent horses at the stable, let's say every morning at 6 a.m., you like to do that or whatever, y'all knew what was going on. I can attest to the fact that y'all knew your little people pedestrian things that we're doing, your little things in those areas, knew exactly what was going on right next to you. The operation was side by side, folks. The out-of-towners, the tourists, of course, they wouldn't know unless they had a guide. But yeah. So on this side, it was, I don't want to say it was swanky, but like I said, it was heavy traffic. It was a much nicer side of the hill, longer, very windy, and all kinds of pit stops of sorts. Different kinds, bushy ones, parky ones. Everything was red. You weren't supposed to park anywhere, of course, because you were up to no good. And the rangers knew it, and everybody knew everything, including the lady on the horse, that goes there every morning at 5 a.m., with, Belle of the East. And she knows when there's clusters of cars and guys driving and compulsively walking and going up and down in these foothill areas that we had on the north side as opposed to the south side, which was the straight side with the tundra and the observatory. Us on the north side, the gay side, the zoo, the golf course, the stables, the picnic areas. Oh, and the old zoo, which is beautiful. That was our side, the gay side, as I mentioned. So an example of this windiness as it would reach to the top, there was sort of this like cutaway. There were cutaways everywhere, a little bit, like dirty cutaways, where you'd pull over, look at the view. But there's one particular one at the top of the hill, sort of, was larger cutaway. And I'm not kidding you guys, on a busy day, you would see muscle cars parked there with gay folks, of course, all exclusively male, sunbathing on the hood of their cars back against the windshield, in Speedos, on towels, on their car, with Bain de Soleil or whatever the hell. Literally socializing, often on their own. I mean, what is this, rodeo? That part was particularly remarkable to me, of all the little parts everywhere, straight side and gay side. This large cutaway. It was like a very editorial. So, we've established both sides. We've established that there was the gay side on the north side and the straight side on the south side. Now, like I said, rangers knew what was going on. Everyone knew what was going on. Straight side actually took risks that the north gay side did not. The straight side were very prone to having their interactions within the vehicle. Oops. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my God. It's an omen for the rest of the story. Yeah, there were risks being taken on the straight side that you did not see on the gay side. A lot of the cars were parked, tinted windows, two persons with one head where it should be and shouldn't be, and persons with seats going backwards, and we didn't take those risks on our side. We were, I don't know, had etiquette and decorum about parking, and sort of kind of separating ourselves from the picnic tables and the zoo and the golf course and all that. There was an etiquette. There was a very, very sort of unusual etiquette. But to wrap things up, now that we've established that there were two sides to the story that I believe probably most of you did not know, the proclivities on both sides of the hill. I observed this for years. I am not a dummy. And I am a great observer of human behavior. And then I have my clinical work that came after that. And what I stick to and what I will always stay grounded in my position in is that this is, by and large, do the statistics if you want, please do them. And let's share them. SEANFRYE66@gmail.com. That this behavior, this cruising behavior, that is relegated often to overeating, to smoking, and other things, of course, out of some folks' perception of control. This is, as I said in the beginning, being treated to this day treatment of sorts, for decades through a 12-step program. Okay, so there have been long-standing 12-step programs that are supposed to sort of, I don't know what, I went to them. Okay, for a year I was hoodwinked into thinking that this was appropriately handled within a 12-step program. I won't even go into the origins of that program, to which I belong. My point is, and then I'll wrap it up with a smile, that this is ritualistic behavior. This is compulsive behavior. This could, again, armchair clinician, could very well be a form of obsessive compulsive disorder. I have seen it. I have witnessed it. I have witnessed the ritualistic frequency and velocity of the same people and faces day in and day out. Heavy traffic. This is not smoking, you guys. This, again, clinical, armchair, non-professional. This is cognitive behavioral. Is a cognitive behavioral issue. It is. Okay, Sexaholics Anonymous, Sexual Compulsives Anonymous, Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. Do you want me to go down the list? So I am heels in the ground on this one. That 12 steps do not appropriately, adequately, least of all, effectively treat, in quotations, any kind of sexually compulsive behavior. Just barking up the wrong tree, wrong neighborhood, wrong store, just isn't. It's not, it just isn't. Okay, so keep that in mind if you're struggling with this, the few that may be, as a forethought on things. And so you guys, I try not to be graphic with these things. I try to discuss either emotional impact or observed behavior, of course within the context of Robin Hood Diaries, which is not out to get anyone, okay? I mean, the ill effects of what my truths every single day, 365, I can't help. But what I can say is it has nothing to do with E.T., it has nothing to do with Steven Spielberg, it has nothing to do with any of that. I dedicated my performance to Melissa Matheson, who is an angel from heaven. I haven't implicated anything in any of those arenas, and I am not out to strip anyone of anything, least of all a franchise that is well rooted in family values, or I don't like that word, much of us do, but family sentiment. Okay, I'm going to do a show on that just to make all sorts of clarifications, but I just want to lay out when these shows seem to be graphic or or are suggested in a preview to be graphic. You're not getting too much graphic. You're getting naughtiness, but you're not getting explicitness. And my book doesn't even get that way. So I'm not out to do that, and I don't want to do that, and I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. What else is new? With a new show, fully refreshed. Tomorrow's the weekend. I think I have a big double feature coming up this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see where that goes. You'll find out in a preview. Okay, love you, and I adore you for putting up with me 365. You poor folks. Love you again. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.